Hi, my name's Jacob Phillips, and here are the 5 points I think people should take away from the Encyclical Magnifica Humanitas. In the first place, I think we need to remember what Pope Leo says, which is that human intelligence is immeasurably superior to artificial intelligence. I use the word immeasurably to show that we're dealing with a difference of kind here, not a difference of degree. There's something fundamentally different with the way that machines think and the way that human beings think. And the main difference, according to the Holy Father, is that the thought and interiority of human beings is something which leads naturally into relationship and communion. Relation with the divine and communion with God, of course, but also with each other. The second thing I'd like to mention is that Pope Leo tells us we need to resist and challenge what he calls the technocratic paradigm, which is when the logic of the machine rules human society, it overtakes human relationships, it dictates the way we behave to each other. And the logic of the machine is when things are judged and assessed on the basis of efficiency, profit, control, and all the beautiful, mysterious and rich grandeur of being human is just reduced into something which you can make calculable. It's when people aren't treated as real human persons, it's when you see everyone as something to be commodified, and it's when you become a mere cog in the big tech monopoly. So thirdly, we are called and encouraged to build a civilization of love. The civilization of love is the alternative to the culture of power. The culture of power is the culture that's created by the technocratic paradigm. It's where power rules. Just because something can happen, it has to happen. This is the attitude people take towards technology. Because we can do this, we'll do it, instead of pausing and thinking societally and also individually, is this something we should be doing? Will this build a society based on love, based on relation and based on communion? And maybe we can use our discernment to actually think about what the ethical, spiritual and political framework should be for any technological development. If we do that, and the Pope is very optimistic here, and if we reflect, and if we do so prayerfully, then we have every chance of building, by the grace of God, a society which is a civilization of love, not a culture of power. So fourthly, related to that, what this encyclical tells us to do is to use technology in a way which is always principled. So it doesn't simply say yes or no to technology, and it doesn't simply say only use technology in a way that's good. It's much deeper than that. It's asking us to engage in an examination of conscience about the fundamental conditions that enable society to be a community of persons where people can genuinely flourish. So what we're called to do is to use technology in a way which fosters, perpetuates, and enables better human flourishing. So whenever you're about to use technology, you can reflect on the way for most people today it's very obvious with the smartphone. How do I use it? When do I use it? What's my purpose for using it? Am I in service of power or distraction? Am I doing something which is open to some kind of sinfulness? Or am I using it in such a way it's going to make me more related to others, better able to enter into communion with others and with God? Is it going to be something that will foster a civilization of love or a culture of power? And then finally, I'd mention importantly that the encyclical says at various points that the full paradigm of all of this is Jesus. Now it seems a bit strange to say that we should look to a first century carpenter to help us understand how to use artificial intelligence and such like. Of course, theologically it makes perfect sense because we're dealing with a fundamental paradigm shift in the nature of humanity. People are asking whether they can transcend human nature in some way. Well, Jesus shows us that simply trying to escape human nature is not what God created us for, it's not what God wants. Jesus enters very deeply into the vulnerability, the pain, the love, the loss, the joy of being human, and it's in that that our salvation is won, it's in that that God can transform us. So of course we can look for Jesus for orientation about how we should be using technology from now and forever.